This is Michael Schick for Inc. magazine. Seeking a respite from sky-high rents and diners' shrinking budgets, would-be restaurateurs have taken to the streets, inspiring a renaissance in the food truck business. Once limited to a straightforward kebab or anemic hot dog, the urban truck luncher can now choose from diverse and delicious cuisines. Inc. visited 3 of New York's hottest trucks to learn more.
My name's Kim Ima, and I have a business called the Treats Truck. The Treats Truck is a mobile bakery that provides street service, like an ice cream truck, so you can get one cookie or a box of cookies off of the truck. And then also we deliver, and so it's an all-purpose bakery. We do events, we do weddings, we cater, but then also the main heart of it is this great truck that travels around the city with treats for people. You get a sense for a neighborhood, and it seems to be true. Like certain neighborhoods, you make more of a certain item because you know they love it. I go Midtown a lot. Midtown is a great place for food because people work hard and they want to enjoy their lunch. So if a treats truck or some other kind of truck parks in their neighborhood once or twice a week, it's fun for them. So Midtown's a really good neighborhood. A lot of peanut butter. Why? I don't know. We bake in the morning and then we wrap everything and load up the truck, and then I drive into the city and then set up. Originally, I did have an oven on the truck, which I ended up not using. I felt like I liked the controlled environment of my commercial kitchen. I think it gives the impression when you have a truck like this that there are very few costs. There are actually a lot of hidden costs that you wouldn't think of. I mean, there's the maintenance of the truck. Also, because it is a food truck, you have to park in a very specific type of food lot. And so, you pay rent on a place for that. There's something to having a business that's it's not just about the money. It's about creating something that you feel good about, that you are proud of, and that people enjoy. That's worth a lot too.
Dumplings were initially a street food. They actually started and were invented in Asia along the Silk Road. They were served in the tea houses to travelers along the Silk Road. And we thought that this was a great way to bring dumplings back to the street in a very New York way. When we first started, we kind of were thinking, okay, what is the mission of the truck and what do we really want to do with the truck? And what we realized is, especially with this big red truck here, is that it's a great branding tool. And that's what we kind of realized from a differentiation perspective, is that we're not a typical chicken and rice, or not a typical kebab place or street meat cart.
There you go. Thanks a lot. Hey.
So a lot of it is made on the truck. What I really wanted to do was try to isolate as much as I could the truck as its own project, so we knew exactly what it was versus depending on the kitchen at the store. So I never want to run out of dumplings, nor do I ever want to run out of sides or anything like that, because it's just lost revenue. If anyone comes up and says, hey, I'd like to order this item and we don't have it, it's an item that we couldn't sell.
I think the hardest part about this job is probably just like finding a good parking spot, like a good solid parking spot, and getting in there before a normal opening time, which is usually around 11 o'clock.
We're not just coming into a restaurant, flipping everything on and making sure that the food is great. We're dealing with parking, we're dealing with tickets, we're dealing with police, we're dealing with cranky other vendors, we're dealing with, when the summertime it is really hot, in the winter it's really cold, and the type of people that, the truck attracts from an employee perspective are really hardy.
My name is Jared. The idea for this truck came from essentially all the taco trucks that line Roosevelt Avenue, some of which are quite delicious, but don't make very much money necessarily. Well, we serve, relatively traditional Mexican food. We have a flat top, we have 6 burners, we have a line and a steam tray, and everything is cooked on the grill or cooked in a pot. It's much cheaper than opening a storefront business. I mean, we have to pay some rent where we store our truck, but as opposed to, probably about 1/10 of what we'd have to pay to be in a storefront over here. Fortunately, our business is relatively recession-proof due to the fact that it's so inexpensive. And the reason we're able to keep it so inexpensive is because it's a truck, and therefore we don't have to pay the commercial rent. So I like doing food service, and it makes people happy, which makes me feel good about myself. People seem to really enjoy the food, and that's much better than a lot of other jobs that you can do, and basically and our employees seem to really enjoy the job too, so I feel good about being a cool boss that has a place that doesn't suck, that people look forward to going to. It's pretty rare when you think about it.